y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today is Hump Day Wednesday, January 24th. I hope everyone's doing well out there. I hope your week is going by smoothly. Today's video is going to be about money. Now, in previous videos, I really haven't talked much about personal finances. For one, I'm not a big talker. So if you see me looking down, I'm just looking at notes because I want to, put things in order and in context. But in the past month, one thing has happened to me that's probably happened to everyone in the United States. Well, most people in the United States, and especially here in Florida. But it's just got me feeling a little irritated, feeling some angst, making me think that I need to move a little differently when it comes to money. And it's homeowners insurance. My homeowners insurance went up by $2,000, which caused my mortgage payments to go up by $500 because I was short. Let me just tell you real quick. Just listening to the news, I knew that insurance would go up. It's the talk of the town here in Florida. Talk of the state, I should say. So with that being said, I would pay extra into my escrow to kind of cushion my escrow. So when I do get that increase, it won't feel as bad. So throughout the year 2023, I would pay extra into my escrow, maybe $75 here, $200 one month, $100 the next month, thinking that, hoping that I would even out and that I would not end up with an increase in my mortgage payment. Y'all, throughout the year, I ended up paying $1,000 into my escrow account. And don't you know I was still short by $1,000 because the insurance went up by so much. And if you have a mortgage with an escrow, you know that they do an escrow analysis, blah, 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 and they tell you, well, you're short, or you have an overage. Of course, I was short. So to remedy that, I would need to pay $3,000 to bring my escrow up to where it should be, or my mortgage payments would go up by $500. I was in shock, first of all, that it went up so much. And then I thought, just pay the $3,000 and just get it over with. But then I thought, hold on, my niece is calling me. I'll be right back. Oh, sorry, you guys. I ended up talking to my niece for almost an hour. I ended up taking a sleeping pill and I had to lay it down. But let me regroup here. So I was talking about my mortgage payment and how my mortgage is going up by $500. But before I get into how I'm going to deal with that, make money moves, the escrow account, if you read the fine print, and I'm not a teacher, I'm not an expert, but of course I've lived life and, I do know some things. Read your fine print of your escrow statement, because you always have to have a cushion in your escrow account. So you may think, oh, well, if your mortgage went up by $500 a month, that's $6,000 a year. You paid an extra $1,000 into the escrow account, but anyway, you always have to have a cushion in your escrow account. And on my state escrow analysis, it tells me, and I already knew this, I just didn't know the percentage or the exact number, but for me, I have to have the equivalent of 2 months worth of payments of my property taxes and my insurance in my escrow account. So that's quite a bit of money, of a cushion that I have to have in my escrow account. So that's why my payment went up so high, because they have to account for the shortage. They have to account for what I'm going to have to pay next year, or at the end of this year. So anyway, how am I going to deal with this shortage? $3,000 shortage, which would have been $4,000 if I hadn't been making extra payments. I could just write out a check for the $3,000 and my mortgage payment will stay the same, or I can just pay the extra $500 a month, which would be $2,500 a month. Whew. I decided that I will not write them a check for $3,000, because what will happen with that $3,000? It's going to sit in escrow all year long, because they don't have, here where I live, they're not going to have to pay the property taxes until November. They won't have to pay the insurance, the next insurance premium, until December. So why should I take $3,000 out of my high interest earning savings account and give it to them and just let it sit? We're not going to do that. So we're just going to have an increase in mortgage payment. So with that being said, for the next few videos, I'm going to call this a new series, Money Moods and Money Moves, because I'm feeling some kind of way. I feel moody about having to pay this extra $500. But then I have to think about my money in a different way, and I have to move in a different way. So Money Moods and Money Moves will be a little series that I'm going to create, talking about my personal finances. And again, I'm not a teacher, I'm not an expert, but if you learn something from my videos or from my experience dealing with my money, then that's great. Or if you have any tips for me, that's great also. But this will be episode 1 of Money Moods and Money Moves. I've already told you that I feel a little angst about having to pay this. My money move on how to deal with it is that I have to curb my spending. I cannot go to the TJ Maxx and the Home Goods 1 and 2 times a month just because I'm bored and spend, $150 at the TJ Maxx and gone on over to the Home Goods and spend $75, and then because I'm tired and I don't want to cook, go get takeout somewhere. Those days are over for now. I mean, I can still do it, but it doesn't make sense. So I'm going to have to watch my spending from now on. Right now, there is a possibility to make more money so that I can continue to go to the TJ Maxx and the Home Goods and eat out. But, child, I'm tired. As you may know, I'm a registered nurse, and we'll get into work and making money at work in another video. But I've never been a hustler. I've never been one to try to get those hours and to get them coins. Listen, you gonna get what you gonna get out of me. Yeah, I'm not an overtime hustler. But anyway, we'll get into that in another video. But some of the things that I will be talking about is work and landlording. I am a landlord. I do have another home that I rent out, and we'll get into that. Entrepreneurship. I've been an entrepreneur. I won't say the business failed, but I was not hustling to make it happen. We'll talk about that. estate planning. Now, that's something that I am satisfied with, is estate planning when it comes to living wills, power of attorney. Those things are important. It may not necessarily deal with currency cash, but it is important when it comes to end of life. And in the end, it does deal with money. Personal investing. I freeze when it comes to personal investing. I'll talk about my Webull account and my experience with Bitcoin. It was a mess, y'all. But anyway. Memberships and subscriptions. I think everybody has a membership somewhere or a subscription somewhere. Kind of weeding out what's important and what's not important, what you use and what you don't use. And if you add up things, how much money you really waste. Well, not you. How much money I had wasted with memberships and subscriptions. And checking your credit card statements and your bank accounts for those charges. So we're going to talk about a lot of things in my series of Money Moods and Money Moves, and talk about how I feel when things happen, whether good or bad. So yeah. So I hope you guys stay tuned for my new series, Money Moods and Money Moves. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I need some subscribers, y'all, because according to YouTube, I need 50 subscribers to even go live. Well, live on my phone. I would like to get to the point where I can go live and interact with my subscribers, and so we can talk about these things. So don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and drop down in the comment section. Tell me what you think about and how you're feeling, what's your mood about money, what money moves you make when it comes to your mortgage payment, because that's what this one is about. And we'll get more into mortgages and buying houses and things like that, because the reason I bought this house has to do with my entrepreneurial experience. So we'll talk about that. We got a lot of things to talk about, y'all. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a fabulous day. I'm gonna get out into these streets, not shopping though. I'm gonna go walking. So you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.